Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aliza Bloom Robinson, and this is our weekly quantum meditations for new humanity now. Each week, Wednesdays at 2 o'clock Central, which is where we are right now, I bring these live meditations, and I invite you to join me live if and whenever you can. I also invite you to watch the recordings and link up. Part of the reason we do these meditations, and this one was initiated because I'm part of the 1 million meditators. I'm an ambassador for the 1 million meditators. And what we know to be true is that when we gather together, right, 1 + 1 is exponentially way more than 2. So when we gather together with a single thought or a single intention or a single practice, we are impacting the whole. We're impacting the whole of the world, the universe, the planet, and everything in it. So in these quantum meditations, we actually take the practice of meditation, which I've been meditating for some 36, 37 years. And for me, this is just for me, when I meditate, it brings me quiet, right? It brings me still. It brings me to those calm, still waters. But when I do a quantum meditation, I activate that consciously. Consciously, we land in that quiet, that still place. And then we activate it and we lift it. It's not out of us. Like, we lift ourselves, we enter the quantum, and then we lift it and we gift it to the universe. So it is an activated meditation. First we land there, and then we do the quantum work. And what I find in my work in the last year or so, when I've been playing at this level, is it's so powerful by myself. But when I'm collectively in a group, and I lead lots of groups, so when we're doing it collaboratively, when we link together and lift it and gift it, it is like powerful. And so that's what I'll be inviting us into today as we move into our meditation. I'm not sure I've said it exactly that way in this platform before. But we're going to really set the stage because of the time of the planet, because of, especially in my country, in the US, and I know many other countries who are joining with us in sort of our outrage about racism, white privilege, protesting, rioting. I mean, there's so many things that are really, really up. Our foundational piece for 1 million meditators is I love myself and I love the planet. And when we love ourselves and we love the planet, we have to, by definition, be that same love for every single person on it. So at least in my country, we're having some of the harder conversations. We're looking at the places that are hidden in our consciousness. But we're going to really just breathe into, we're going to allow the activation of these injustices and even the activation of rage. We're going to actually start there in our meditation, which feels a little counterintuitive. But we're going to activate it in order to release it quantumly for the planet. So if you are here, I'd love to know who's watching and where you're watching from. I'd love to know who's meditating with us and where you're meditating from. Always, 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 I'll go through every comment at the end. I can't really see them on the platform that I'm in. I can't really see the different places that we're streaming, but let me know that you're here and I'll respond to you with a warm welcome. And a thank you for being here. And if you have experiences through the meditation, I'd love to know about those at the end. And I'll be asking you one final question at the end too. So are you ready? I see a handful of people are here, right? I haven't seen any comments yet, but thank you for being here. All right, excuse me, let me just. All right, let's take a breath. And let's consciously move into, hey, Julie, welcome. consciously move into a sacred space. We do that by activating some mudras. Some mudras, one mudra is simply close your eyes. Open your eyes and then close your eyes with the intention of moving into meditation. Another mudra is simply to open your palms. So close your eyes, open your palms. And take a couple of deep breaths in. With each breath in, allow your awareness to drop deeper, which means you can separate a little bit from what you're noticing as your full awareness drops into a still point. Feel your feet fully planted on the ground and from the ground into the earth, connected to our planet. Meditation is truly about connecting, dropping out of the noise and connecting first to yourself, to your body, to the essence of you, and to that which is greater than you. Call it spirit, source, creator, universe, quantum, God, doesn't matter what you call it. But every time we connect to that energy field that is greater than us, we can take a breath. We can take a breath, even a moment, a glimmer of relief from the crazy in our mind, in our emotions, and in our world. So for this meditation, we're going to simply spend some time noticing. Notice what your thought process has been. And when you notice what your thought process has been, you don't get pulled into your thought. You're a little separate from it, so you can notice it without attachment. You can notice it, you can allow it to be what it is, without judgment, without resistance. Notice what your emotional body has been recently. Again, without judgment, without resistance, just in a spaciousness of allowing. Continue noticing and continuing dropping deeper into that point of stillness. As we are collectively landing in the point of stillness, and if you're not there, it's okay because we're there collectively. So just reach out and touch it, even though you might not be experiencing it. If you're experiencing it, just begin to open it, expand it. And this point of stillness is a completely free zone. Everything is allowed here. And so we consciously bring the idea, the experience of injustice into this space. We don't become injustice, we bring it in so we can notice what it feels like. Notice what it feels like for you personally. The places and the times where you've experienced injustice. Just notice it, don't become it. Don't hook into it, just notice it. And then notice the injustices of the United States of America for sure, of the world, of the planet. Notice the injustice of what we experience as racism, or what we experience as police brutality, or what we experience as white supremacy or white privilege. Just notice, feel energetically we get hooked in it. So just breathe, just take a breath, just take a breath, just take a breath. Let your awareness drop into your breath and just notice. So there's this separation. It's almost like you look up and you can see it, you can sense it, you can feel it, but you don't become it. Not right now. And notice how you notice injustice might, can, does bring up rage. Rage in and of itself is a fuel for awakening. Rage in and of itself is buried deep in the conscious, the subconscious, the very fabric of our being in the world as we've known it. So if we can create a space right here to notice rage, and then create a space big enough that we can allow rage. Rage is not the same as violence or destruction, just rage, just a pure emotion of rage. I know it's big, but just create this space from your still point, a space that's big enough to allow it, to accept it, to welcome it even. And as rage enters that space, feel it activate in you, feel it burn in you, but feel it burn in you in a way that's transcending a collective rage. Feel it burn. Notice what you notice about it. Notice where in your body rage shows up. And we're still in the still point. We're opening space to notice rage. And in this still space, we choose love. We choose oneness. We choose spirit. And in choosing that, we surrender rage. We don't make it go away. We don't make it bad. We don't make it wrong. We surrender it for a greater love. So feel a spark of greater love. Feel it sparking in the center of your being, in the center of that still point. Feel it sparking. Feel it almost like rising up, like a phoenix, really. Like a phoenix that's rising up through the rage, in the midst of the rage. And as that love rises up, know in the bones of your being, the cells of your being, that love is what we're called to. Not from a mental place, not from an emotional place, but from this core of our being. Love is the pure essence of being. Love is the energy field of the quantum of the universe. And so feel that love. Feel it sparking. Feel it rising right up through you, rising up through the whole layer of rage. And as it peaks above the rage, feel every single person who's in this meditation now or on the recording, feel our collective light, our collective love. And we lift that love, and we lift that light, and we feel the power of us coming together in collaborative. And as we come together, we feel it expand, the love. And we feel it transcend the rage. And in love, we lift it, and we lift it. We turn up the flame. We lift it, and we lift it, and we lift it. And then we just gently gift it to the universe. Just give it away. And as we give it away, it encircles the globe. And it rains right back down on us, on our collective, on us individually. Let that settle for a moment. Feel it washing over you, transcending rage, transcending emotion for a greater truth, transcending separation for oneness. So one more time, we lift it up. We just activate it. We activate it. Love, oneness, wholeness in ourselves. We lift it. We turn it up. We turn it up. We turn it up. We get to a point where we feel that collective with everybody together. And then we turn that up. And we turn it up. And we turn it up. We lift it. We lift it. We lift it. And we gift it to the universe. It's coming up. As we gift it up, it explodes like this great big mushroom cloud of light, of crystals, of sparkles of diamonds. Feel it. Feel it as we gift it to the world. Feel it raining down. Feel it raining down on you, entering your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual bodies, moving all the way through, penetrating and permeating the very spaces of your being. And name it. What is the energy that's returning to you? Is it love or light or peace or acceptance or oneness? What is it? Just name it for yourself. And one more time, we take that activated from the still point in our being, and we turn it up and we lift it up and we lift it and we lift it and we lift it like a pillar. We reach a point, we join collectively. We lift it, we lift it, we lift it, we lift it. We gift it to the universe, to the world, to all those who are hurting, to all those who are suffering. We gift it. Comes up like a mushroom cloud, exploding to infinite sparkles of light. Feel that raining down over our world, over our planet, with the intention of wholeness, with the intention of love, with the intention of being transformed. And in our transformation, assisting in the transcendence of all that is unlike love. Once again, name that sparkle, name that energy that's raining down on you. Place one hand on your heart, the other hand on your lower belly. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your crown open to the universe. And just breathe. And notice what you notice. And when you're ready, just open your eyes, stay in that space, stay there, stay there, stay there. Open that space, feel it. Notice if your vision looks different. Perhaps things look brighter or lighter. Perhaps you received an idea and inspiration. Most definitely, you've been transformed. I would love to know what your word is, what your experience of this meditation is. This is a super powerful practice, more of a practice really than a meditation. So I invite you, encourage you to watch it again and again and again, and to make it a part of your practice. I love myself and I love the planet, which means I love every single person on the planet. It's a big call, and we're called to it right here and right now. And as we learn that, as we master that, as we lean into that, we discover new humanity now. And in new humanity now, there is no separation. There is only oneness, and that oneness actually turns to allness. So I'd love to have you join me in new humanity now. So comment on the meditation, feel free to share it, check out the links, and come join us. Because we're up to some really, really powerful things, and the way may not be easy, but we're up for the job. I'm Aliza Bloom Robinson with New Humanity Now, and I have so much love and deep appreciation for you. Thank you for being here with me.